Get set for action. Dan Arnold on the pole. Lawrence Godsey on the outside front row. Green flag waves over the field. And they're underway. Godsey with a jump in the outside groove, but Arnold with the preferred lane. They stack it up further back. It's side by side for the second spot. Godsey trying to charge up alongside Arnold once again. Ebert down to the low side. It's a side by side battle for second as they sweep off turn number 4. One car tagging the outside retaining wall. Wayne Vaughn, another car slamming him also. A couple of cars involved in that altercation, and quickly caution falls on the field. They head for the stripe. Wheel to wheel through turns 1 and 2. It's a side-by-side battle for second once again. Arnold shows the way. Godsey closing in, but he's got Ebert down the inside lane. Off of turn number 4 to the stripe, it's Arnold leading the way. Godsey now takes the second spot. Ebert sets third on the field. Fourth spot, it's side-by-side. Dance on the inside lane. Simon's in the outside groove. Just behind car number 16, Ed Millisham. Followed by Troy Whitlow in car 76, Casey Walker in car number 08. Arnold continues to show the way. Godsey second. Ebert third. We'll watch the battles further back. Car number 42, Eric Evans. Going at it wheel to wheel with Charles Cagle, car number 90. Car number 31, John Kirby, ducks underneath Larry Johnson in the 911 machine. He'll pick up another spot. Also Lanny Pemberton in car 07 and the 24, Rob Thornton starting to slice their way through the field. Wheel to wheel off of turn 4 to the stripe once again. It's 3 wide going into turn number 1. Kevin Barrett down low. Cagle gets looped by car number 42. Have a spin in turn 2. Caution will fly on the field. Cagle and Evans loop it in turn number 2, and that brings us our caution on lap number 5. We get set to go by green flag racing. Dan Arnold shows the way over Lawrence Godsey. Jason Ebert. And car number 4, Tom Dance. Quickly they shake it up. It's Simons charging on the outside lane. Godsey ducks down low underneath Arnold. The challenge is for the top spot. Ebert sets third in line. Simons fourth and Dance fifth. They'll take it that way into turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4 and to the stripe. It looks like Godsey will show the way this time by, but quickly Arnold charges back on the outside lane. Ebert ducks underneath Arnold now as Godsey shows the way. Black flag falls on the K95 car. Debris hanging off the right front. Back up front, it's a challenge for the second spot. Arnold up high, Ebert down low. Ebert leads the way to the stripe. It's Godsey showing the way over the field in car number 69. Tom Dance now goes to work on Dan Arnold. Car number 4, Tom Dance. He falls back in line single files. We see that the K95 car duck onto pit road. Top 10 cars, single file as they work 3 and 4 further back. It's good side-by-side battles. Larry Johnson in the 911 ride. Side-by-side with car number 1, Bobby Marshall. And they'll work through turns 1 and 2 now. Up front, the leaders. Godsey, Ebert, Arnold, Dance. And now Ebert looks underneath Godsey. Can't make the move work this time around. They'll start to close in now on Farron Hamlin, car number 94. That car just pieced back together for tonight's run. Godsey will work the high lane, and now Ebert ducks underneath of him. Makes a move, but can't make it work this time on the front stretch. He'll look again as they sweep off turn number 2. Godsey with the horses down the backstretch. Ebert closes in. Arnold sets third in the lane. Fourth is Dance in car number 4. Fifth, Johnny Simons in car number 25. Sixth is car number 7, Joe Covington. Seventh on the field, number 16, Ed Millisham. Eighth, Troy Whitlow in car number 76. Ninth, Billy Cook. 10th, Rob Thornton. Side-by-side for the 11th spot. Sam Millisham in car number 5 and Casey Walker go at it. Side-by-side down the backstretch with John Kirby sitting just behind Kevin Barrett and Lanny Pemberton driving the 07 car. Top 6 start to break away from Millisham now. Ebert stays tucked in right on the back deck of Godsey as they work to lap number 13. It's 37 to go. And now Arnold starts to challenge for the second spot. He'll dip down low underneath Ebert going down the backstretch. To watch the rest of the field work turns 1 and 2. Up front, the battle for second. Arnold has the second spot as they work off turn number 4, and he'll start to close in on Godsey. It's Lawrence Godsey, Dan Arnold, and now Arnold peeks to the inside of Godsey as they come to the front stretch. Slips just a bit coming off turn number 4. He'll fall in line single file, and they'll work to the outside of Farron Hamlin once again. Hamlin's car very slow on the speedway. They start to close in on Kevin Grubb driving the K95 machine in place of Wayne Vaughn. To the stripe. And now Covington takes a peek to the inside of Simons. Simons loose going into turn 1. Covington tries to stick his nose down to the inside. It's not going to work. Up front, Arnold trying to stick the nose underneath Godsey. Car 43, Dan Arnold leading the points. Lawrence Godsey second in the points. Godsey third in points. Covington second. He gets together with Simons going into turn 1, but gathers it back in. Up front, Arnold leads the way now. Casey Walker in car number 08 ducks onto the back pit road. Looks like something to miss on the 08 ride, but at the stripe, it's Dan Arnold going to be leading the way, and now a challenge for the second spot. Eberth underneath Godsey. Dance closes in car number 4. It's a three-way battle for second as Arnold starts to pull away by 2 car lengths. Dance underneath Godsey now. They'll bring it to the stripe once again. Eberth sets second. Dance challenging for the third spot. Wheel to wheel off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Covington sets 6 car lengths back, and Simons just behind Covington. Further back in the field, we see Lanny Pemberton in car number 07 hitting turn number 3. He's worked to the outside of Sam Milisham in car number 5. They'll bring it down the front stretch, head into turns 1 and 2. As we continue to watch the lead pack as well. Now, Joe Covington 4th, Thomas Dance 5th. Johnny Simons, 6th, Lawrence Godsey, 7th, Ed Milisham in car number 16, 8th, car number 24, Rob Thornton, as that battle starts to shape up. 9th on the field, number 76, Troy Whitlow. And good battles further back. We have a spin in turn number 4. Car number 36, Kevin Barrett, gets looped in turn 4. He continues to mow. The leader works by him. Barrett slow on the speedway. Everyone has to jump on the binders, jump in the outside groove to work by. No caution. We're halfway down. 25 laps complete, 25 to go. Joe Covington dips underneath Eberth, and now it goes 3 wide as Dance goes by him, as does Simons dropping to the low lane. Now Godsey peeks underneath of him. Little contact with Covington, and Eberth loses 4 spots. Car number 36, Kevin Barrett on pit road for service. As the battles continue, Godsey now looks underneath Thomas Dance. The battle for 4th. Godsey to the low lane. Dance up high with Eberth sitting just behind. Through turns 1 and 2, the side-by-side battle continues, and Eberth closes in even more. Godsey finally works his way around Dance, and now Eberth goes to work on him. He makes contact with him on the backstretch. That'll loop Dance. Also car number 16, Ed Milisham, spinning in the process. He sets broadside on the track. Whitlow has to take evasive action, and caution will fly on the field. Lap number 30. Joe Covington, second actually on the speedway. He ducks to the inside of Morgan quickly. Johnny Simons third. 4th is Godsey in car number 69, with Larry Johnson's 911 ride in between him and the top 3. Quickly down the backstretch into the throttle. Arnold tries to pull away from Covington. Covington trying to stay close. Godsey works his way around Larry Johnson's 911 ride. He'll now go to work on Larry Morgan in car number 60. Looks to the inside down the backstretch. He'll try to close in on the top 3. Jason Eberth in car number 10 in the 5th spot. 6th. Car number 24, Rob Thornton. 7th. Car number 76, Troy Whitlow. 8th. The 07 car, Lanny Pemberton. In the 9th spot, car number 90, Charles Cagle. And 10th, car number 5, Sam Milisham. They bring it to lap number 37. It's 13 laps remaining in our Eagle Cup feature. Still to come, the media event and the Champ Card feature. To the stripe, Arnold continues to show the way. He's been dominant for about the last 6 weeks in the series, continues to lead the points as we watch a heavy pack of traffic. Farron Hamlin, the slow car, holds up a big pack of traffic, including Charles Cagle in car number 90, the 76 of Whitlow, the 911 of Larry Johnson, the 5 of Sam Milisham, Eric Evans in number 42, and the 31 of John Kirby. All now with a big pack of traffic just ahead. He takes it to the stripe with 2 laps remaining. Works to the outside of 88, Billy Cook. Now he'll go to work on Farron Hamlin and the 76 car, Troy Whitlow, to put those rides a lap down. Covington also will have to work this traffic. Arnold smooth through the turns. He'll bring it to the stripe behind Rob Thornton. Looks to the outside. He'll get the white flag. 1 lap to go for Dan Arnold. Off of turn number 2 to the outside of Rob Thornton. He shoots down the backstretch. Dan Arnold leading the way, trying to make it 4 straight wins. And off of turn number 4, Dan Arnold picks up the win. Second place will go to Joe Covington. Third, Johnny Simons. Fourth goes to Lawrence Gotze. Fifth, unofficially, will go to Lanny Pemberton in car number 07. That's your top 5. We're going trackside for an interview with your winner, Dan Arnold, and get ready for our media event. I would like to say thanks for lending him the car, and of course, another win locks up the championship.
Yeah, I'd like to give him the call for that media race. That looked like it was a lot of fun. He kind of scared me a little bit over there in turn 2, but he was having a good time out there. Yeah, we've been lucky this season. I tell you, even looking like him, he spun it out there and nobody hit him. So 43's been awfully lucky. Hopefully it'll stay together the rest of the season.
And lucky, too. He drew outside front row. I had to start all the way back in 8th.
Yeah, but next year he'll come get you.
Dan Arnold, winner tonight and Mascar champion for 1995. Well, Johnny Simons here. The Bud team seems to improve each and every week. Y'all had some bad starts this year, but all of a sudden y'all are back in track.
Well, takes a lot of hard work and effort, and my man here, David McCrew, Chief, has been doing it every night. He gets out in the garage and turns the wrenches, and I get behind him and stumble and tell him what it feels like, and he puts it out there for me.
Well, now the hockey season is over. Now Dave can concentrate a little bit more on the car. Johnny Simons, driver car number 25, and his crew chief, David Simons.
Congratulations, Freddie.
Thank you. Well, the car owner on car number 69, the one whipped Yvonne's butt in tonight and won the media race. First of all, thanks to the whole crew out there, Terrell, and y'all have a great ride. What can I say? That thing just smooth right through the turn.
Hey, you made it look good, buddy. Hey, when it's easy, anybody can drive. Like we always said, Yvonne, a monkey can drive one of these things.
Well, Rob, you had to really slice your way through the field tonight. You had your work cut out for you.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. We had a problem with wheel bearings tonight during the heat, and we had the same problem after we got caught up with the 4 car and put us up in the wall. So we'll be back next week to win, hopefully.
Real bad week last week. We didn't get it on film, but you suffered a really hard hit. Yeah. Luckily, you got a car to bar tonight to keep some points hope alive, and you come out with a good finish.
Yeah, Adrian came up to us when they were getting ready to qualify. He wanted to know what our car was. I told him we didn't have it fixed from last week, and he said, well, drive mine. I said, no, I didn't want to have to pay for fixing somebody else's car if I crashed it. And he said, don't worry about it. Just get in it and race it. So we got in it and raced it. And
you raced it all the way up to 5th, I believe it was.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's where we got. And I really want to thank him. It's going to help us in the points, but we just didn't have time to get the car done, and we wanted it right before we brought it out, and so we didn't get it here.
Will the car be ready to go to Indy and smoke in boys again?
Yeah, it'll be ready by the end of the month. It'll be out here next week for the 100-lapper. But
Lanny Pemberton, he picked up the win last year on ESPN2 when he smoked the boys at Indianapolis Speedway Park, the Velodrome, and he plans on doing it again for the Mascar Series.
We're going to try.
And not the way you want to end up a night, but you managed to get back out here. A lot of hard work by all the crews down here, especially the Budweiser team, to get your car back together. A really hard crash. You didn't get to see this boys crash into the boilerplate coming off of turn number 4, but it's probably the worst one we've seen all year.
Yeah, it was rough. It hurt me. But I'd just like to thank everybody for putting my car back together to get me out here. They were telling me at the hospital not to come back out, but I had to.
What's the verdict on the leg?
It's sprained, but this swelling, they say if the swelling goes down and it's still hurting, it might be a fracture. They checked it with their x-rays, but they couldn't find anything.
Well, we'll hope for the best for Farron Hamlin, carrying the McDonald's logo now on his ride, car number 94. Well, Wayne, first of all, are you okay? Hard shot there in that first lap.
Yeah, I'm fine. I bruised up my legs real good.
Of course, you were going to put your car up for the media race, but it got slammed up pretty bad. Hurt you in the points.
A little worried about the media race, and I go there and tear it up.
So, what exactly happened coming off turn number 4?
Broke a right front hub, and I hit the brakes to try to keep it going head on. I backed into the wall, and then coming back down the track, I couldn't stop, and I got T-boned from the guys from in the back of the field. It hurt too, it was a hard hit.